I have relinquished my status as Elder God to return to Earth and lead you all to battle against our old adversaries. We must act now. We must stop this
Friendly
alliance.
What is going on, beautiful people of the internet? We're back with another episode of the Friendly Alliance. Apologies, it has been a while since we've done our regular episodes. We're now doing episode 10, and with us we have special guest, Ghost Police. So, as I said, Ghost Police, what's going on? How you doing?
Hey, stop all.
And with me, as always, I have co-host Aaron, or Gilbagz,
What's up,
or...
people?
Oh, no, sorry.
What?
Let me correct myself. Nuovo Gilbagz.
Alright. What is up, world? What is up? What is up, beautiful people of the internet?
Hello, friends. So this I guess edition. I was going to say this week, but it's definitely not a weekly podcast. We're just going to be going over some results from the past few weeks because it's been a while since we've done that. We're going to go into a bit about Ghost Police's history and how he got into the fighting game community and all that stuff. Probably maybe talk a bit about ESL and maybe talk a bit about Injustice. Get ourselves a bit high. Should be good. But yeah, so just quickly some news. You'll notice on my stream overlay and on Gilbagz's name, we both have the Nuovo logo. So I'm pretty sure like 99% of the people who are going to watch this saw all the stuff on Facebook and Twitter today. But we've just been officially signed as the first two Australian NRS players to be signed by any team, and we're joining Team Nuovo as their MKX representatives, and it's pretty sick. So what that kind of means for us, or at least I'll get Aaron to say what he wants to say about it after this, but I guess what it means for me as a player and what I want to do with this as a player is basically use it to give some legitimacy to the content we produce, as well as use it as a way to push the rest of the community out there, because having a team become invested or interested in our small community as it is, gives us potential to grow and gives a reason for sponsors to want to get involved in what we do. So it's kind of a really opportune moment for us to go forward as a community, I think. And yeah, it's good for incentive for me to play better and perform well and all that. But I think first for me, it's really just a damn good tool for us to be able to further what we're trying to do with the community and what we've done so far. So what about you, Aaron? How are you feeling about all this?
I really can't add much to that, man. You basically said everything you need to say about it.
Yeah.
This is an opportunity for us to show what we can do and prove to everyone who does watch that they will get something from this, I suppose. Like I said, it gives us some legitimacy, right? So I guess in the long run, potential sponsors will see that there is something to gain from the FTC.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, it's always been such a comparatively less appealing market, but it just takes someone with new ideas to get involved and want to push it for us to be able to grow. And I don't know, just as a small example, like I got a really nice message from one of the guys. I can't remember how to pronounce his gamer tag. It's like Valk_OCE or something. He plays Aaron Black, or was playing Aaron Black. And he just reached out to me like an hour ago and just, said thanks for everything you do and everything Gilbagz does in trying to motivate the community, because, I didn't take this game that seriously, but now after talking to you guys, I really want to take it further, and I've been grinding in training mode, and it just like stuff like that. Stuff like that's what's kind of what we do.
I guess
it for.
like with us getting sponsored, it just shows the rest of the community as well that if they put in the effort, they can get something from this as well. So I guess it just encourages everyone to work harder.
Exactly. So, I mean, you guys will hear more about that and more about us in the future, I'm sure. But let's move on. We do have quite a big show to go ahead. So let's kick it off with, what was further back, the online tournament or YSB?
No, YSB 42.
YSB 42. So that was on, what, like 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago?
Like 3 weeks ago now. But it would have been last Saturday of the month, so...
Yeah,
3 weeks ago.
True, yeah. Quite a while now.
Googie's was about 6.
Yep. So do you want to read out those results for us?
Alright,
Aaron?
so in equal 7th place, we had Frendo, Dan playing... Actually, he played Charlie in this whole tournament.
Oh, nice.
Despite, his good performance with Imposter at BAM. But yeah, he ran all Shaolin. He placed, top 8 again pretty like, comfortably. Who did he end up losing to? He lost to... I can't even remember who lost it. Taz?
Taz and Carl, I think.
Taz and Carl? Yeah, it would have been, I guess.
I think Carl put him into lose.
Yeah, Carl put him in losers.
I don't know. From memory.
And in Equal 7 we had Hellraiser, which is the new face that came around.
Hellraiser.
Really good.
Is he an online guy? I've heard that name for sure.
Yeah,
He's an
online
online
guy.
player.
Yeah. He lives fairly close by to me, but yeah.
Who does he
Came
play?
out to his second YSB. He runs heavy weapon jacks.
Oh wow. Okay.
Decent player. He's still really fresh to the stuff, obviously, so he has some stuff to work on. But placing top 8 in the second YSB, and
Yeah,
with this
absolutely.
YSB, it was a smaller turnout as well. But with that, everyone knew Fi's a killer now, and
Yeah,
still
is
plays top 8, which is ridiculous.
Our YSBs are turning into which of this potential 12 12 players could potentially win. It's kind of ridiculous.
Yeah. Equal 5th, we had Stormy. Oh yeah, actually James said. Oh well. There's some good backstory here, right? Okay. So James, props to him, but finally plays his top 8 again. He hasn't been feeling himself recently because I think the last 2 tournaments he went 0-2 or something close to that.
Yep.
But yeah, he came back. He wasn't really feeling GM, but when he played me, he mirrored me in a cryo mirror. I was up 0-2, and then he ran it back 3 in a row Grandmaster.
Oh, nice.
So James, fuck you. Joking, James, love you. Alright, but yeah, props to him. He ended up losing to Andy, again, because Andy's the demon. And someone else. Who put him in losers? Damn, who put him in losers? I can't remember who put him in losers, but then. Let me check.
Anyway, so he was the first. Now, so what did you come, Aaron?
I came 9.
Oh,
I
terrible.
got bopped.
So was James your first loss?
Yeah.
Oh, and then you got knocked into losers, and then Shade knocked you out, right?
Yeah.
And that was all Ferritor with Shade.
Yep.
Very nice.
James lost to Justin after that, but yeah, in equal 5th place, we have Shade. So straight after losing 3 in a row to James, I'm gonna play Shade. That jump was fire, right? Because focus, and I just get absolutely destroyed.
Ferritor can be bloody hard hitting, so.
Or
he can be ruthless.
No joke.
I got punched a 50% combo at one point. I can't remember.
Oh, dude, the damage that was the whole reason I wanted to pick up Ferritor. I was like, yep, the damage, I like it.
And it's
Yeah,
still really good button.
that reset at the end, didn't he? That
Oh yeah,
grab
he
and
did
then
did the Meter Man throw race to a 50-50, which killed me. So it was 30% combo, 40% combo into a 50-50, and then I just died. Well, yeah, dude, Shade's fucking good, man. That freaking Ferritor, please.
I know you'll be feeling good about that 5th place as well.
After that, equal 4th, we had Coltrane. Justin finally making his return to top 8. Last 2 tournaments, his last tournament, he didn't do as well, but he lost to big man. He lost to you and someone else, I don't remember. But Justin's finally back. He was playing. I think he was playing Spectral, Ethereal, and Ravenous.
He played even pacing against me as well, I think.
Oh really? Oh, wow.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, he played piercing.
Yeah, Justin's playing a mainstream character.
Far out.
He was my first match, I remember. And it was really, really close. It was 3-2. I was ahead 2-0, and then I got a bit sort of comfortable, and then I think he chose piercing from memory and then brought it back to all. And it was a really close 3rd game as well, from memory.
Yeah, nice.
Props to Justin, breaking top 8 again.
I need Justin to teach me the ways of Spectral, because I know he knows a lot about that character. And I do want to play Spectral eventually, but for now I think Mystic's good enough for most situations.
Alright, then in 3rd place we have Mr. Ghost Police himself.
Very nice.
Playing an assortment of zoning characters.
Wait, what was that?
Playing an assortment of zoning characters.
An assortment of zoning characters. Nice. So you didn't just stick with Sector this month?
I'm just trying to remember.
It's all pretty late.
Yeah, it was just mainly Sector and Vicious from memory.
Yeah, nice.
I think he lost. Who did he lose to, Andy? He lost to Carl.
I lost to Carl, and then I lost to Raz, as usual.
So yeah, he lost to the two big names.
The Devore is something else.
Yeah. Second place, you got Taz. But I guess placing second. This is his best performance, I think. Second place, but again he loses to his demon in what's it called, Mr. Sagat. Yeah, but guys, in first place again we have the return of the YSB champion, Sagat, ranked #1 in Sydney. After I posted the rankings, Blake sends me a message just saying how Sagat is going off about it.
Oh man, yeah, he was telling me that too. I'll tell you what, Taz can't be too happy about that second place again. I don't think he enjoys getting that close and not quite pulling it through, but
Carl's just his demon. It's not even a matchup. It's just Carl in general. It doesn't matter what character Carl plays right now.
yeah. It's just a
Taz is petrified when he sees something spinning around.
Oh man. I was playing Carl online a couple of weeks back, and I had him in the corner with Goro, and I back 1-2-1 4 times in a row, and he wake up meterless spun every time, and I meet him. Carl, if I ever see you do that shit offline, I swear to God.
He's crazy like that. Even though they're crazy spins, they're calculated.
Well, 4 in a row, maybe not, but no, I know what you mean.
Surely he doesn't expect me to do it again.
Or he's just
it's not random. It's just
crossing the fingers.
It's like random. It's not random.
It's more like a mind game sort of thing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do it, and then no, he doesn't do it. And then you don't think he's gonna do it, he does.
The exact same thing. I was playing Card the other day. I knock him down. I jump in block. He doesn't wake up EX spin. I full common punish him for like 40%. I jump in block again. He wakes up spins again. EX spin again. I fucking knew it, man.
Oh man, that's the dangerous thing about this game, though. Anyway,
that's Carl. That's his crazy playstyle. He's willing to show that he's gonna do crazy shit like that in the first round, and then the second round he's gonna do it at all.
Honestly, dude, when we get on to talking about ASL, it's a very prominent tactic. Anyway, so any other comments about YSB?
It was a smaller turnout, but it was still a really good tournament overall. I think Cowboy didn't do well in this tournament, which is sort of disappointing. But he lost to 2 big names. His first game was Carl, then the second game was Shade, and he's never played a Ferrotor in his life because his Xbox.
Yeah.
That was about it.
So what about your matches, Andy? How did you get to your top 3 position?
As I said before, that my first match was Justin. Really close set in there. I think the match after that,
Hellraiser.
I think it was Hellraiser. Yeah.
Yeah, Hellraiser.
So I was pretty comfortable with that matchup. And I don't think he's had too much experience versing Sector, so lack of matchup knowledge as well sort of probably was on my side. So I just remember trying to play the keep out game with versing his Jax. I think he played was it Heavy Weapons?
He runs Heavy Weapons wrestler.
Yeah, that's right. So I think he had the run cancels down and everything, but I just tried keeping him out, and if he tried to do a missile, I just used my teleport and reaction. So I just played the keep forward game most of the game. So that's why I think I had the upper hand in that match up there. And then after the second match was pretty much, I think it was top 8 already. So just lack of participants at time. So. Yeah, but obviously we were missing really some big killers. Obviously yourself, Jacob, and then Vlad, and then obviously I think Blake couldn't make it that time as well. So
Arnold,
how dare he?
How dare he not spend $200 to fly down?
I mean, shit, we give him shit, but honestly, good shit to Blake for making the effort to come down. He's absolutely hungry, and I think we all can see that. But it's good to have him down when he comes. And I think he's coming next month too, so.
Yeah.
The next month is going to be crazy.
Next month's going to be good.
We
got Tommy King.
Is coming as well.
We got Blake.
Oh, nice. Tommy King's
coming. Harold, I think. And I think Marcus maybe too.
Nice. It's going to be good. We better
Adelaide, Melbourne, and some Brisbane.
So hopefully everyone turns out to this. Actually, I'm going to post more about the next YSB on Facebook. I'm going to push it down people's throats more.
Yeah. Well, hopefully we can make sure all the Sydney guys come as well. And
Freaking
So we
Arnold,
can
someone. I need. I'm messaging Arnold right now.
and just say, bloody
Alright.
come to YSB.
Alright.
Yeah, he actually messaged me
Arnold
before that
YSB.
why it's saying
I think 25th.
coming.
His Ravenous is pretty crazy. Next YSB, Josh, is not this weekend, but next. So it is the 25th? Yeah, 25th.
I'm not certain that Harold's coming, but I heard that from someone. So
Yeah, nice.
guys, if he's not coming, don't shoot me.
No worries. So yeah, let's move on to Googie's tournament. Do you have those results in front of you, Aaron?
Yes, I do. Alright, so let's go from backwards again. Alright, so remember, this is a single elimination tournament, so the result format is slightly different. But what the fuck? Let me read this.
Best out of 5 this time, wasn't it? First to 3.
Yep.
Yeah.
So the first online tournament we've had that was all first 3 the whole way through. Still single
Actually, that was
and
really good.
first
That was really
3.
good.
Yeah, I mean that extra game changes a lot
Yeah.
in terms of,
And
just
it
getting.
didn't finish too late as well. I think it only started
Oh,
like an
same time.
hour earlier ahead of schedule, wasn't it? Because did it start at 6 or 5?
It started at 5. Started an hour earlier.
5, yeah.
I mean the main
Usually
problem.
it starts at 6.
I think the main problem for time is just the connection issues that happen sometimes rather than the sets themselves. I mean, an extra game or 2 of MKX
Doesn't
really,
change too
it's
much,
like
does it? 'Cause they're
it's like
fast,
2
how fast they go.
minutes, 2 minutes at most or some shit like that. Like it's
Yeah.
a fast game, so. But yeah,
Alright. Okay, so in equal 5th place we have Mr. I'm Castiel, Andy again, Katie or Kwa, and Tommy King. Blake was playing. I think he played all Malay in this tournament, right?
was this before the I'm only playing Johnny switch?
Yeah. Well, this is before the Johnny era. Andy was playing Sector the whole time, like usual. I'm pretty sure. Kwa ran Grandmaster, but the connection was kind of shoddy. Like whenever, the connection the whole time was kind of shoddy whenever we played.
Yeah, we heard
yeah.
a bit about that, and I was complaining a bit about it in my match
Alright.
as well. We had like for the first. What happened was the first match was really laggy, and Googie's like, "Oh, stop and we'll restart our net." But we both already hit rematch, me and KD, before I saw that message.
All right.
So we played 2 matches in horrendous lag, and then they reset. And it was like, "Oh, sweet," and I won the next match, but I was already down 2. And it's like then I have no games to work with. I had to win 3 in a row, which wasn't gonna happen. So yeah, shit happens.
So then we had Tommy. Who was Tommy playing? I didn't see any of his matches.
Surely Curdle, or has he been
Was it
learning new characters?
He's playing for Leatherface a lot
Ninja.
too.
I think he played. Yeah, I played a recent set with him actually. He's got a really mean killer, like a really good.
Oh, nice.
He plays a really good killer, Leatherface. But I'm not too sure if he was using him in the online tournament. Can't really recall.
Yep.
Alright, so in equal 3rd, we have myself and Superhuman. There's no character for Superhuman. Who's Superhuman playing now? I don't know, like...
He plays
honestly,
everyone. I know he
but,
loves
like,
Cyrex, but I don't know who he used in the tournament.
I'm trying to guess Johnny. Does anyone in the stream know?
Actually,
Like,
I had to play him in top 8. He was using
Jax.
was he Jax? Which one? I think he's using heavy
Heavy weapons.
weapons.
Yeah.
I think he's another run cancel fiend as well, from potentially. God, everyone plays these bloody run cancel characters. Can't we have a break?
Alright. And yeah, like usual, I was playing Cryer. No surprise there, pretty sure. Actually, yeah, because I got bopped at YSB so bad, like I made it like my goal to just actually focus on Cryo again.
Yeah.
And yeah, slowly getting back in there.
It actually,
Anyway, yeah, go.
I was gonna say it honestly helps so much just playing one character, like just getting the feel for buttons, like random conversions, all that shit, knowing how to stop run-ins. I don't know.
Newman, I play all the characters. Yeah, freaking hell, Newman.
You and bloody Goreblood Guts, Jesus.
Josh says the guy who plays high tech. Anyways, so in 2nd place we have Ninja. Ninja, right? This is his 2nd tournament. His first tournament was BAM, where he pulled the huge upset in knocking out the favorite, or one of the favorites, in Mr. Carl Lahoud, right? So, he comes back into this, and, like Carl told me he played him again online. He was like, oh, I figured him out. No, it's not too bad. He just likes to do 50-50s. But upon watching his play at this tournament, man, this kid is legit.
Yeah.
Like real talk, holy crap. He's doing the negative edge combos with Demason, yeah. He's playing, I guess, the delayed grenade mind games and stuff, and he plays decent zoning game.
And he was doing the
anti-airs,
anti-airs with down
yeah,
ones
anti-airs down
and
ones and
standing
stuff.
ones.
The
Very
kid
nice.
is legit, man. Like, you can't take anything away from this kid. The character isn't carrying him. This kid is just freaking good.
How old is he?
17.
17. Okay. Well, that's all right. He's
But he looks like 12.
at the, he's at the start of his fighting game career.
Yeah.
So
This is where we all started, right?
yeah, exactly.
Well,
Well,
like, no, last spot.
yeah, I was gonna
last
say
spot.
I didn't start like this. I started as a fucking massive screw up. But yeah.
But he's good, man, and he's interested in coming to OHN, so it's gonna be him
Very
bloodfest
interesting.
at OHN this
Yeah.
year. It's gonna be awesome.
Very
Really,
sick.
really hope he comes down. He's doing his HSC this year, so that might sort of throw a wrench.
Might
in
be
it.
hard, yeah. I gotta
But here's hoping he comes down. Here's hoping.
I gotta do a week of hyperbolic time chamber training because I'm gonna be away for 3 weeks leading up to OHN.
Oh shit.
And then I come back the week. No, I come back maybe like the Sunday before OHN, so I've got like 4 days.
Alright,
Oof.
yeah. Bring back the hyperbolic time chamber, man.
Yeah.
Alright, like we'll make Ninja walk the long way so we extend your time.
Sounds good.
Anyways, and in first place we have Wasminator, Mr. Tasman Stevenson himself, finally winning a tournament. So props to him. Ironically, you know, Swarm Queen carried him, but the thing that let him win the tournament was Broodmother. He was down 2-0 against Ninja, and then he switches to Broodmother and runs it back.
So is this evidence of a godlike broodmother or evidence of the variation system making it impossible to learn all the matchups?
That a bit of both. But like Taz, dude, his Broodmother's legit. Like he has all the execution down. He doesn't hit the cancels perfectly,
Nah,
obviously.
no doubt.
And
It's
apparently it was
ridiculous.
lagging as well. But he uses Crawler really well. Like Crawler's annoying as shit.
Yeah,
Mm.
Crawler is annoying.
And he does the hard to blockable setups and stuff with the crawler. So.
Yeah.
I think the thing with the crawler is like sometimes it hits heaps later than I expect it. So I like fuzzy it, but then I don't know, it just doesn't work out. But,
Shout out to Taz for also knocking me out of this tournament. He's now up 3-1 on me in sets.
oh goddamn.
So I
It's
gotta
funny
run that
because
shit back
he used to think you as is one of his demons as well.
he understands the sub matchup now. He understands all his options and everything.
Ooh, news in the chat. Josh is gonna come to OHN.
Hey!
YSB. He's
Oh my god, what time of day will it be?
Oh,
It's-
it's
it starts around
doors
11.
open around 11.
crazy.
And the tournament itself starts at 6.
Yep. Come hang out, man. It's gonna be sick. That's why we
man.
do these events, man. That's why. Aaron and I
Dude,
do
this
the
next
podcast.
YSB is gonna be, oh my
Oh,
god.
it's gonna be so good. It's gonna be so
Next
good.
YSB's the one to win.
Yeah, that's right. Aaron, we got some work to do.
Okay, like, no OS, right? No OS at all, right? But, you know the day of YSB?
Yeah.
I have
Oh,
a
that's
quiz
your
I
exam.
have an
Oh,
exam in
shit.
the morning.
Yeah, I remember you saying that.
So I'm gonna go there, do my exam to go straight to YSB.
All right. Well,
Ironically, this will be like the fastest, like the earliest I've ever been to YSB because I have what's it called? Obviously, you know, it's at Uni's in the city, or Kensington, which is close to
Yeah.
the city.
Yep.
But yeah, we'll see how it goes.
We'll
Anyways,
we'll
winning
get
is
like
right.
a
As when you watch this later, I'm looking at you, right?
we're
Right? You're not winning again. I'm gonna beat you with a run up down 2 this time, alright?
gonna be with a run up down too. He's gonna leave you on chip life just so he can run up and down too.
Dude, that's what got me killed during the online tournament. I ran up down, I did run up down 2 on a read of like a jump out of the corner.
Yeah.
He blocked and he punished me for 49% and I died.
Oh, rough. Oh, that's a risky read, man.
I was like, surely he's gonna try press a button or something. If he does anything but block, he's dead. But
Excuse me. All right, so is that it for those 2 tournaments?
yep, those are the 2 tournaments.
All right, so Mr. Ghost Police, we have you here. You've been part of, I guess. Actually, you know what? You weren't really coming to the Sydney stuff until MKX. Hey, like you came
No,
to.
he came doing Injustice.
Yeah, but it wasn't.
Yeah,
it wasn't.
only a couple. Wasn't really.
Yeah, it
regulars,
was.
has made it up with MKX.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, I remember seeing you there, like, actually, maybe, I don't know. But I know that you weren't coming as regularly as you do now until MKX, right?
Yeah, definitely. I believe the first YSB tender was a couple of years back for Injustice.
Yep.
But I'd just like to stop there for a second before we go any further. I'd just like to say congratulations to the both of you for the very good news. I just can't think of anyone more deserving and more fit other than you two. So it's really happy to hear. So congratulations, and I know you guys are very well deserving. As I said, very hardworking. So you guys have done a lot for the scene. And I know you guys all can't be more proud than having you guys rep the Oz MKX scene. So yeah, congrats and well done.
Thanks, man. Like,
Thanks,
it's,
man, dude.
it's, yeah, I don't know, it's, ah.
What can you say?
It's just, yeah, it's nice, and I very much, and obviously Aaron very much appreciates it as well, because like it's,
Yeah,
more than getting recognition from that company or whatever. It's more you guys and how you guys are responding to it that's, made it for me. So
Yeah.
very
yeah.
much
So
appreciate the
very
kind
very
words.
well deserving, and yeah, just can't think of anyone who's more fit than both of you guys. So yeah, it's awesome news. But yeah, back to my
Yeah.
history with
This is
YSB.
about you, man. This is
So
about you.
let's I kind of cocked up a bit. I didn't want to start in the middle of the story, so let's go backwards a little bit. How long have you been playing fighting games? And I don't mean competitively, I mean just have fighting games always been a genre in your life, or
Oh, definitely. I have been a fighting game since child, and I remember the first the first fighter I played was original Street Fighter 2 in the machines back in the days.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So yeah, I've been around for a while. So yeah, and I just remember doing jump heavy kick and down sweep kick. And I thought I was the best with like Ken of you.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And then the day finally came, and I finally knew how to do a Duke, and I was like the happiest kid in the world.
Game over, brothers.
I'm like, oh, I can actually do a fireball, and then I'm like, all right, the next step is to learn how to do a Shoryuken.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, just press forward
Dude.
and then do a Duken. Did that, I'm like, Jesus Christ, I'm the best.
And like oh man, it's such a simple thing, but even shit like that is what kind of like makes fighting games so, I don't know, satisfying when you have those
Yeah,
moments. Because like even yeah, at the sure you can for sure. Like especially because I didn't play at the arcades, but trying to do that shit on a SNES pad as like a 7-year-old, it's just like this is impossible. My thumbs or SPDs on a SNES pad. That was
Oh, dude,
terrible.
the
Oh.
first time I ever did an SPD.
I could never do so.
Oh
I could
my
never
god.
SPD with Geef, and I could never do Liu Kang's fatality in MK1. He was the only fatality I couldn't do because I'm pretty sure it was a
oh,
three.
because it's the same motion as
Yeah,
the
I'm
SPD.
pretty sure it was the same
It's
motion. Yeah,
Oh, it's Liu Kang's right.
yeah,
The wheel kick.
yeah. And,
That
and
was
then
beautiful.
I got it once, and I was so depressed because I was like, oh, for that he just does a jump and then uppercuts.
First fatality in the game.
No, if it was on
Uh,
the pit, you did knock them off the stage at least.
oh, true, true.
Oh, that's right. You get the pit fatality as well, along
Yeah.
with the.
I
Yeah,
wasn't,
come on, 2 fatalities for the price of 1.
I
Wait,
wasn't,
yeah.
I wasn't lucky enough to get it on the pit.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yes, I grew up sort of playing fighting games, and
yeah,
I even played MK1 back in the machines as well.
yeah,
Yeah,
This is a whole era that I missed out on, man.
dude.
yeah, that was the golden era.
I I found
Yeah,
I went like to a bowling place like well, it was probably longer than that, 6 or 7 years ago, and they had a classic MK1 machine. It was so
Oh my
sick.
god.
It looks so good on the arcade cab, honestly. Like the proper arcade cab screen and stuff. Compared to what I used to play on the SNES, it was just beautiful. Sorry, continue.
yeah, no, it was awesome. I just remember like what people were doing fatalities and all. I'm just going, oh, that's so gross, but it's so cool. It's just it brings back a lot of childhood memories.
Yeah.
And then slowly when those games came out to the 16-bit ROM machines, Mega Drive and Super NES. I bought it on them as well. So yeah, so I just grew up playing fighters. And then I guess I only started playing competitively, I guess, late in the Injustice scene.
So that was like, was it, so Injustice was the first game that first fighting game you played that you were like, yeah, I wanna take this a bit further, like I wanna get good, I guess, get
Yeah,
good.
sort of seriously. Sort of, yeah. I mean,
You were there in the MK9 days.
yeah, that's more just I guess for fun. I'm playing
Yeah.
online, I suppose. But well, I think that's how I obviously got introduced to the scene, and that's how I sort of got talking with you guys.
Yeah.
But as far as competing, I didn't really have them in my mindset that I want to win a tourney or anything like that. It was just more like I want to experience the scene.
Yeah, come and have
Yeah.
fun and stuff.
Yeah.
Exactly. Come out to the offline meets and just meet new people and all that.
Yeah.
So that was my generally. And I made the first move and met all you guys and thought you guys were like really awesome, cool guys. And I think that's what brought me back. And I think I returned for the OHN Injustice.
Yeah.
And I think that was the last sort of tourney that I went for that year. And then, yeah, and then I think came out again once MKX dropped.
Yeah.
So
in saying, like, going with what you're saying about coming back for the scene and whatnot, I remember because like I didn't play a whole lot of Injustice after the first like 6 months or something like that, and that time period between Injustice and MKX, I didn't really have much to do with Aaron and Vlad and all that whole scene because I wasn't playing their game. But that, like, when I started getting back like into MKX and talking to you guys again, I was like, holy shit, I miss these guys so much because it was the most fun, like, part of for me at least, the most fun group of guys in the FGC that I'd hung out with. So it's, yeah, I think we've got to.
Everyone else in the FTC.
No, I'm not sure it's fired,
Yeah.
but I love you guys. Like, I just think, I like all the
also
communities.
what's so cool about the games and the community. It just brings a lot of people together.
Yeah.
And that's why I keep coming back, honestly, because I mean, as much as I love the game MKX, I honestly wouldn't make the effort to drive all the way there and come back all the time, as
That's for the
regularly as I have been.
Oh yeah, because for those who don't know,
community.
Andy's from Canberra and travels 2.5+ hours to get to YSB every week. So
Guys, watch the stream right now.
every month.
Watch Blake say that he.
Oh,
he's
yeah.
gonna play. Like, wait for it. It's gonna happen, alright?
Oh
Yeah,
dear. So
Yeah, so I think because of you guys, you guys are so cool in that, so that's why you firstly come for the game, but then you stay for the people, as I think Albert once quoted as well. So I think that's very true.
That's an important point I want to talk about actually that I have been thinking about. In terms of going from, so we went from as the NRS community, we go from NK9, which basically doesn't have a scene because the game's outlawed, blah blah blah. So there's a smattering of players who come together and play occasionally. Go to Injustice, which is the first, I guess, approach at a huge NRS game. Obviously sells a lot, had a lot of new faces in the community, but I can't really think of any. Are there any people in our scene now who came in the Injustice era and stayed from Injustice to MKX? Or are they all people that were already there from MK9?
One sec, sorry, I'm just coming.
Yeah, right. Because I can think of, so people like, you think of most of the MKX scene now, so think of like Sag, Taz, Blake, Shade, Jomar, who else is it? Many people, James, Dan, whatever. They all came in with MKX, right? But apart from that, there's like me, Aaron, you, Vlad, blah blah blah. There's more. I know there's more. I'm just failing to think about it. Who are already there playing MK9, but I can't think of people who came in. Oh, Josh, I'm thinking about Sydney. Yes, you count. I'm thinking about.
if he was still here, it would be Travis, because Travis was
Travis,
online.
Yeah.
Justice player, and then he starts coming out to the offline meets,
Yep.
and then if he was still here, I'm sure he'll be still coming to the
definitely.
MKX.
He keeps sending me messages, man. Like, he wants to come back for sure.
I
for those
just
who don't know, Travis was shit airplane online. And he was one of the Sydney guys, but unfortunately he actually got deported. Unfortunately,
oh wow.
because he failed to what's it called put an application in for his student visa, I think, and because of that, he got rejected or something. And then his parents wanted him back in China, anyways.
Yeah, okay. I was gonna say because Travis I think came in just after I left as well, so I didn't really know
Yeah,
Travis. But
but
there's
he also was
there's
there.
not who the hell in our scene apart from Josh came in
But
Injustice.
if you think about it though, like our scene, like the offline scene or the main scene started because of Injustice.
Yeah, but
Like we already like from MK9, it was what me, you, Vlad, Albert,
Cav,
Ada, Cav, Wayne.
Wayne,
But yeah,
Andy
like
to an extent,
yeah, Andy. But yeah,
Rami.
like from the okay, Rami too. Yeah. So like besides the major OG guys, like the current scene is comprised of the Injustice players. Like we got together because of Injustice, and we had some new faces come up because of Injustice. But we got introduced to the wider scene because of Injustice.
Yeah,
We met Urks, we met Yusuf, we met who
true.
else?
Yeah.
Xavier. All these guys we met because of Injustice, but they were already part of the scene.
Yeah,
Oh my God, Zablata! Don't even remind me, Zablata. Oh Jesus Christ.
I think
No,
yeah, it's like a lot of the Injustice crew were people from other games as well, I guess. Not necessarily new faces coming in, but I think, with the amount of new players we have from MKX, I think the potential to have yet again even more from Injustice 2 is potentially very, very high. I mean, I
yeah.
think we've done a decent job based on how at least Sydney's locals have turned out. I think we've done a decent job at retaining interest from the new
Yeah,
MKX players. So I think,
yeah, we got a lot of regulars now, man. Like, Shade hasn't missed the YSB since Andy opened his heart to him.
yeah, yeah,
What else is there? It's, we still haven't seen Newman come out yet. Carl, like, ever since he started coming to like Fridays, he comes to every single event now. Same with Joma.
yep.
Same with James. Or James, actually, yeah, James doesn't miss events. Like, Dan, all these guys, they came out because of MKX and they haven't missed an event.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and these guys were strictly online players before, weren't they?
Actually, no, the special case, right, is Dan, right? Because Dan's been part of the scene for a while. Like, he used to play SF4, but he just didn't feel welcome to the community. Like, he didn't really enjoy himself.
I think,
But,
yeah, the NRS scene, or at least in Sydney, is much more like tight knit.
yeah,
I think that's partly because of the amount of players we have. Like, it's kind of like not too much, not too little,
yeah.
where you can just all hang out and still
Yeah,
whatever.
like, even
But
like, what, last Sunday, when we had the Mad ESL stream party, we all just stayed up together watching the shit. It was sick.
yeah. It's like I don't think even when I've played Street Fighter, I've never really spoken to the people that play Street Fighter, honestly.
Yeah.
I go and play and then come back to the NRS guys.
Yeah, the scene's big, but like I guess the top players all know each other.
Yeah,
But if you're like a mid-tier player, you won't know people.
yeah,
Like
exactly.
you'll know them, but they won't know you.
Yeah.
Unless I guess you're breaking out as a player or something.
So I think, yeah, sorry, you go, Andy.
I was just going to ask you, Jacob, because I know you've been part of the other communities as well, in different fighters. So being exposed to them, how do you compare it to the MKX scene in terms of the people?
MKX is, as I said, by far my favorite. I don't know, I just think we got a good bunch, and I think we're very well balanced people, if that makes sense. See, you're making me say things that I don't want to say.
Not fix us.
Putting you in the spot, but I think yeah, it
I
sounds
think
like,
I think we're the most
sorry,
welcoming scene. Like hands down, I think we're the most welcoming group
Insane
in.
though. I'm pretty sure the other teams are welcoming. It's just because of the sheer size, it's hard to account for everyone.
Yeah, exactly. So there's like subgroups within the games in other
Yeah.
places.
But for us,
Yeah,
our main group
see,
is
I'm just see that's an exaggeration as well. Like everyone's welcome everywhere. It's just it's just different.
and Sydney particularly seems very, very supportive of each other
yeah.
in the player
Everyone talks
base.
shit during the thing, but actually, come on, like it shows the most as soon as we have interstaters there. Like the time we had Googie and Blake come down, goddamn, all the Sydney banded together. That was
Exactly.
no, it was beautiful to see. You got Blake, complaining about me, like hounding him from the back.
Oh, the fucking senzu beans.
All right, fucking hell.
So good. Got a lot of memories. So
Need to see more of the state rivalries back. It's more exciting.
yeah, I think so too. I think so too. We need someone to make some call outs.
Yeah, no.
Like as much as we're a big group of friends, we need some
Yeah.
banter.
Yeah, no, I'm calling out Taz, man. I'm gonna beat him by run him down too, right?
Yeah,
Taz?
fuck
Yeah.
Taz. We got you, man. We got you.
Also, Josh, yeah, I don't mind running Injustice. That's gonna like me. We just need interest.
Yeah, I'd be happy to play. Like even I'm like, oh yeah, I could bust out that Shazam. That'd
Yeah.
be fun. I love just
Uh,
all of his. I just love the way he looks and his sound effects and his animations. He looks sick. And it feels so good landing a command grab with him because you get the lightning strike as soon as you hit.
Yeah.
Oh, so good. Anyway,
You
Good
could say
animation.
that you could say that what's it good? You love being a hero.
what?
It's this fucking win quote. Oh my god.
Oh,
God damn
God.
it. Fraudulent.
I played that game for like 3 months. Come...
Oh my god.
You expect me to remember that
Yes,
shit?
you have to. Come on. You call yourself a Shazam player?
Oh man.
Aaron, swear to God, you know like every quote in the game.
Yeah,
Win
dude.
quotes and
Go back to Bloodhaven.
So going backwards a little bit, Andy, I was just curious. Did you? I mean, I'm guessing you main sector. Did you play anyone else in MK9?
I like to just have fun with most of the cast, to be honest, just for funsies, really.
Yep.
But if I was to use someone competitively, it would be Sector.
Yep.
Yeah, I just simply really like the character,
Standard
just the way I like his movesets. I like the way his design is, and he's just really fun to play and use.
Yeah, I enjoyed him
So
a lot in that game as well. I mean, I wasn't that great with him or at that game, but yeah, it was a lot of fun.
yeah,
I was just curious. But what about Injustice? Who did you play in Injustice?
So most of the last man I used, my main was Ares.
Yep.
Ares.
Oh, nice.
Then
Oh,
what?
sorry, you
Ares.
totally just reminded me. Was it Alucard who had the insanely
Yeah.
hype Ares?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like the
fuck.
unblockable ground
hit
and resets.
Yeah. Sorry. I keep interrupting you, Andy. Sorry.
So, no, he's definitely like an inspiration for me to
Yeah.
pick up the character.
I
I
love it.
remember watching his sets.
I love Alucard. He's a good guy. He's a good player.
When he beat Tom Brady.
Yeah. That's
ECT champion? Who's that? Or something. I can't remember what he says. We're talking so much shit about it. But this is just after Tom Brady won ECT. Or ETC. $1.
No, I sort of switched to Loba later on, but I also liked using a majority of the cast for funsies as well, just simply because everyone was so fun to play.
Yeah.
Martian Manhunter, for example, because he had the sector sort of teleport move, and
Martian.
he had the old
Sector teleport.
setup. But yeah, it was just a really fun game to play, and but yeah, my mains were Ares and Loba.
You also play
nice.
Nightwing, right? Play Nightwing. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Nightwing as well. He's
And
really fun
Doomsday.
to use. So,
We played a crap ton of
yeah,
Doomsday sets. All I remember is just
Raven.
like doing the mid-screen unblockable over and over again.
I also
man.
like using Shazam. Jacob is a really fun character to
Yeah.
use.
Super fun.
All of the characters in Justice was so fun to play.
To be honest, like
Yeah.
I've talked smack about the game in the past, and it did have its issues, and I did stop playing it. But I was digging through the archives, the forums and stuff, and I started putting together a knockdown guide for Shazam, like
Yeah, I remember that.
based on whatever knockdown you have, what your options are and what the the other character's options are. So like, after this knockdown, every time this will cross up, this will land in front, blah blah blah. I started putting in some work until exams came along and I only did 3 characters. But anyway, like
Alright.
it just reminded me, like Injustice was a game littered with all of this possible tech that was actually really fun to explore and find.
Yeah, the game was like there was just so much to find in terms of tech. Like
There really was.
you had left-right mix-ups constantly. You had fake cross-ups. You had the meaty command grabs.
Yeah.
Actually, that game has so much. Goddamn, like there was so much I could find with Joker, but there's a whole like aspect of the game I never touched properly.
Yeah.
But anyways, that's old news, I suppose.
Digit had a sick Shazam, I remember.
Yeah, Digit was ridiculous. He was like the fastest Shazam player.
I'm gonna have to check it out because
Insane.
I'm legitimately interested in watching some of this. Oh, is my stream frozen? Oh no. Okay, no, it's all right. I think. Oh, it's doing this thing.
Huh?
Why is it doing this thing? It's like freezing up. Is it freezing up for you guys, the viewers? Can you let me know?
Give them a few seconds to catch up.
It's just OBS will occasionally freeze up. I'm not sure if that's affecting the stream or not. Actually, I can just test it. That's fine. Anyway, oh shit, no. Go away. So just froze, yes, okay. Sorry, just give me 1 second and just see if this is smoothing out. I think it seems to be okay now.
How many viewers do we have?
Because I remember this happened when we had
Oh
Googie
shit,
on
we
as
actually
well.
got a crap load of viewers. Wow, surprising. 10, 11 viewers. And unfroze. Okay, apparently I think we're back.
Yeah, I think we are too. OBS looks fine.
Alright.
And maybe not.
God damn.
Okay, we should be fine now. So, and then you come into MKX, Andy, you start coming regularly, and I remember meeting you again and thinking that you were Ghostly Machine, because you're like, oh, I distinctly remember this conversation where I was like, oh yeah, I played you the other day on PC, you're a keyboard player, right? And you're like, no, what are you talking about? Oh shit.
Hey, Andy, were you there at the very first YSB?
No. I remember watching the stream actually.
Alright.
Part stream. But I think it only came in the third YSB of MKX.
And since then you haven't missed one. I think you've only missed one.
Yeah.
God damn.
Yeah, one.
Making that's 3 hour, 4 hour drive, I swear. You're a monster,
Yeah,
Andy, for
about
that.
3.5. But well worth the drive.
Yeah, it's always fun. But what's it called? Before you said that, you didn't really care about winning the tournament, right? I distinctly remember at OHN, you placed top 8 at OHN, remember?
Injustice, do you mean, or?
No, but MKX.
Oh, you mean in MKX? Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, you placed top 8, and you didn't even think you were gonna place top 8, so you had no plan as to what to do. So we're like, dude, just come crash at our house. That was actually ridiculous.
Yeah, I just didn't have. I just didn't. Yeah, I was quite surprised that I made it. I'm like, I didn't really think it through. I'm like, oh, because I didn't think in my head like, oh, what if I make top 8? That means I'll have to stay an extra night in Sydney, because it'll be on the Sunday. I never thought that far ahead. I was like, oh yeah, I'll go to OHN and then I'll probably end up driving back on the Saturday night or something,
Sorry, can we hold this thought? I've just been informed. I need to restart the stream because something's going on with OBS. So just bear with us for a minute, guys. We're going to pause for a little sec, and then we'll come back and we'll continue with the story of Andy at OHN. All right, we are back again, and things are looking a little bit smoother, so we should be good to go.
Alright. So what was the last thing the stream heard? Super Newman's death, true story.
We were talking about Andy not having plans for accommodation because he didn't anticipate making top 8.
Alright, yeah. But yeah, he turns up, makes top 8.
You've got to have more faith in yourself, Andy. You're consistently at the top. Like, seriously, you are. You're always like, at YSB, if you're not top. I mean, is this your first top 3 or your second or third or something?
I don't think I've made top 3
This is his first
before,
top 3.
to be honest.
But you're
he's made
like
top 8
top.
recently.
But aren't you always like 4th or 5th?
Just outside, I think it was
like 7-5.
Yeah, I think my best placing was like 4th or 5th or something like from memory.
Yeah, okay. But dude, everyone within that kind of like bracket, it's all just like a big cycle. Like certain people beat certain people within that group. It's not really.
Yeah, bracketology plays a huge factor in this.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Like the number of
when
times I've had
someone
to
runs
play
into
Andy in
someone's
tournament.
demon.
Oh my god. I've played Andy like legit every single tournament I've played in.
I have noticed that.
I think there was one tournament where I didn't play him, and that's because I rigged the bracket to make sure I didn't play him once because I felt bad for always having to play Andy. And I made sure on opposite sides once, but otherwise we played.
I remember that.
This is on record too.
During the bracket, so we didn't have to make.
Yeah, we played in legit every single tournament. But
Yeah, so I just accepted the fact, like it's gonna happen, like some down the road path, you know. So it's expected. So it's
Yeah.
just accepted.
ah,
Try to find
anyways,
your
long story short, Andy have some more confidence in yourself. Turns up to OHN, doesn't think he's gonna make top 8. Oh shit, I made top 8. What the fuck? Where am I gonna stay?
Makes Bam top
Oh,
8,
Yeah.
back-to-back majors. Come on, man.
He made top 8 SXE as well.
Yeah, exactly, man. Have more
Yeah.
faith.
Yeah, it's I think in my mindset was more like, if I make top 8, that's awesome, you know. I'm already proud of that, you know.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
pretty happy with that already. I'm pretty content, really,
Yeah.
because I never really had the mindset of, oh, you know, I'm going in to win that major.
Yeah.
But for me, I guess that's where, as far as I'd go competitively, to be honest, because I'm not the one to spend hours in labbing, to be honest.
Yeah.
And I'd go
Shout out to
into
my Devorah
training
video.
mode. Yeah, like I'd go into training mode. You know, I'd lab some, you know, combos and anti-Is and, you know, all that. What's the most optimal combos and all that. So, but I think if I really wanted to progress further, then, you know, you really do need to put more time and effort into it, and, you know, go lab more matchups and all that. So, and study frame data more. So I to be honest, don't really have the patience or all the time sometimes. So
Yeah, that's
yeah.
fair enough.
So yeah, that's as far as dedication goes. So,
'Cause
but
that's-
you know, it'll be really, if you know, if I wouldn't mind, you know, going further, and if it happens, it happens, sort of thing. But I don't go
Yeah.
around, so I guess check for it.
I think that's the problem as well. Like, so many variations in this game, so many things to test, and sometimes when when you're busy, like, you know, we all are, we're fucking getting to that point where most of our time's consumed by work and other things. It's like by the time you get the chance to get on MKX, you just kind of want to play. You don't want to you don't want to like think and grind all these matchups and stuff. Well, I mean, sometimes you do, sometimes you don't, but I know
Yeah,
I know I'm in that
right.
boat as well. Like sometimes I'm just like, I don't want to think about labbing all this stuff. Just let me play the damn game. But then
That's what I feel like.
then other days, like, an idea will happen while I'm at work. I'm like, oh shit, I gotta test this. Oh, this, and then, you know, all that crap happens, and you come home and start labbing shit. But yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
So I mean, we had a bit of Injustice talk, but before we get really stuck into Injustice 2, I just wanted to talk a bit about ESL. So did you guys, I mean, I know you watched Aaron. Did you catch ESL, Andy? Have you had a chance to watch? Did you stay up and watch it live,
The
or?
finals, yeah,
Yeah.
I watched it. The archives, the Twitch archives.
Yeah, nice.
Pretty hype.
Some pretty good matches, to be honest. Actually, let me look at the, oh no, sorry stream. I just accidentally got rid of their game footage. I just want to bring up the bracket so I can remember some of these matches. Yeah, ESL, Mortal Kombat. I'm prepared. But I think, like, what players for you guys were the standouts, or who did you enjoy watching?
Dude, hey George.
Hey, oh my God, yeah.
Oh shit. Oh, hey, Aaron, I was gonna ask. Hey,
What's up?
George, like he sounds really familiar. Did he ever post combos
Yeah,
in
dude,
Injustice years ago?
he's in the Facebook group.
He's in our Facebook group.
Yes, it's George Edward.
Are you
He's in the
serious?
he's in the Justice group, and he used to be in the what's it called, the MK AU page. But then during that, like, you know, the international purge.
The international page.
Look, okay, like if you go to the MK page, you know, members. Look, actually, if you get blocked, he's still blocked for some reason. I don't remember blocked right now. God damn.
Wait, where's this?
I vaguely remember someone posting like, "Why is this guy in the group?" And you're like, "Hey, this guy's from this
Yeah.
this guy's from TYM or something like that. He's
Yeah, it's Emperor
this
Fear.
dude." I'm like, "Oh, okay, yeah,
Like
yeah,
it's
yeah,
one of the Joker players that they used to used to post a lot of videos and shit. But yeah, like he's pretty well known. And yeah, like
Yeah.
he came out and just fucking tore up shit with his Jackie.
Yeah, because he starts randomly posting like combo videos on the Injustice page that I remember like years ago.
His combos
Like,
are good.
who is this guy? So,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
yeah,
That match
Jack
versus
was-
him with him
Foxy.
versus Foxy was insane.
Yeah, that was ridiculous.
That was probably the most excited. Like that was the match that got me the most excited. I think the whole tournament for sure.
Yeah,
It
that was.
went down to the last round, didn't it? And he
Yeah.
was
Yeah,
even ahead in marks on
yeah,
that last
yeah.
round.
He was up. He was up. He was on tournament point, but then Foxy ran back.
Yeah, to be honest, he got a lot. He got away with a lot of crossover jumps, and Foxy wasn't anti-airing properly. And
Yeah, but
obviously,
like,
if you don't anti-air Jackie properly, you eat a shitload of damage.
yep. Oh well, that's like that's also Foxy's fault then. What's it called? Than George. Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Like George still played out of his mind on top of that, but it's
Yeah.
just yeah. And the thing I noticed as well, he always ate forward one stagger.
All
Like
right, yeah, yeah.
99% of the time when Foxy would forward one into forward one, he just ate it every time.
Mm.
Feeling a bit buttonsy, I guess.
Yeah. I guess he's trying to take us, like.
Yeah.
Oh well. Either way, man, like that guy hella impressed me. It's kind of funny, right? Like when we were watching it live, I was like, he's choosing shotgun. This is a good match for Melina, right?
Yeah.
Then he switches to full, and I'm like, oh, why would you do that? Like,
Yeah, yeah.
what does full auto offer you over shotgun? She's just gonna low sight underneath your gunshots,
Yeah.
and you're just gonna eat ship all day,
Yeah.
and you lose your mid range game with shotgun blast. And then fucking he proved me wrong, and everyone in the room was blowing me up about it.
I think you proved everyone wrong. Like I was thinking the same thing. I was like, oh god. But it could also like have just been on top of that. He felt
More confident.
more confident with full auto. Yeah, I think he really wanted his unblockable that didn't work.
Yeah, I know, right? Dropped it every time. I'm
But-
saying that impressive showing by him. Super impressive showing.
Definitely. I think I'm kind of in a similar boat to you about Jupe. I thought he was alright, but I don't think he did anything crazy. I think he kind of just KO'd people.
Yeah, it is standard kind of play. Like, props to him making top 8 in like a stacked ass tournament.
Yeah, he
But
got the
otherwise,
money.
Yeah, it was just otherwise, yeah, pretty standard Kano stuff.
Here we go. Oh, perfect legend. That
Oh
was-
yeah, PL. PL went 0-2, which is pretty unfortunate.
Yeah, it is unfortunate. Who did he play? He played, let me think.
I got the battle log open now. Check.
Can you send me the link?
It's on Event Hubs. One sec.
Oh, I'll get it. Yeah, yeah. That's
Let's
fine.
put on.
Yeah, that was a bit disappointing. I was excited to
Yeah.
see him do decently well, but
He got bopped the first game by Madsen, and then he got knocked out by Jupe.
yeah, that's right. Scar versus Buki, Hayate versus Irish Mantis. I love watching Hayate, man. I think Hayate
Yeah.
is becoming like my favorite player.
Dude, his play is so clean. That's
I was rooting for him.
Except, oh, was it against who did he play? Who did he lose his first match to? Let me find this. There was a match that I watched, and then I was like, dude, no, for the fuck's sake. Yeah, it was versus Foxy. He kept mistiming his meaties, like his meaty
Alright.
strings, and I'm pretty sure he actually got wake up rolled once or twice as well. And I was
No,
like,
actually, he got put on losers by Scar. Then he got knocked out by.
oh yeah, he got bodied by Scar. Holy shit, though, I was surprised Scar didn't do better because, you give a smart and confident player a character like her,
Yeah.
like Demo Sonya. I thought,
But that's the thing, like, like the nature of Demo Sonya is she's so momentum based. The minute
Yeah.
you catch her without an age, you get wrecked. And against Melina in particular, if you
True.
like, let's say you committed everything to mix ups or zoning, right? Suddenly you have no nades.
yeah,
Anytime you make a bad reload, you're dead.
yeah, true.
Because
Very true.
Sonya doesn't have the best normals to contest back onto. Like you have Fold too, but you're just committing to stuff with grenades.
Yeah,
Like Sonya's scary once she gets her momentum game going, but she's all in for momentum, which is why I guess Scar switched to Covert, so he doesn't have to like fly on his like on the whole game.
yeah. So,
But
yeah, Madsen bodied. I don't remember. Madsen only play Grandmaster? He did, didn't he?
I think so, yeah.
I think, like, maybe he just hasn't played Codal much lately. But I mean, I still can't tell what it is about his Grandmaster. He just plays like an absolute psychopath, but it works.
Yep.
It somehow works.
Yeah.
It's like, I think I think that might be Brady's problem. I think Grandmaster to be successful has to be played like a psychopath.
Yeah, it's constant pressure, constant 50-50, and so
Yeah.
Aggressive,
they can't
but
have a
Grandmaster.
chance of like punishing stuff properly.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
He's more
also,
like a patient Grandmaster, isn't he?
alright. But yeah, one other thing, man. Like even though PL's displays got wrecked, that was fun to watch.
Oh, dude, I was just watching. Have you seen Little Margins Displacer?
Actually, apparently he came third at a tournament thing recently.
Yeah, at Midwest Championships.
Yeah, I want to watch that still. But actually, like I want to see what Lil Margin.
I just watched one of his sets, and it's fun to watch, man. Displacer is very fun to watch. Yeah. So what else? Beyond Toxin. Now, after having played Ermac, there's some questionable decisions Toxin makes. I think. I don't know. I think he could have done better than he did, but he just had some poor decision making at times. Like
Because he was hitting or like he was making them respect the EX push, but he wasn't doing anything with that respect. He just kept spending bar on it.
yeah, exactly. And the other thing as well, like there'd be situations where he would use EX push to end combos, and it's like I would only ever do that in a situation where it's like near the end of the round and you want to get them off breaker so you know the next hit will kill them. Whereas
Right, yeah.
he would suddenly be on no bars to get a little bit of health drain, a little bit of meter when it wouldn't really matter. It wouldn't change anything.
No, the strength for the EX push is the fact that it's a safe reversal.
Exactly.
Not the what's it called? Not the damage, the meter drain, or the health. Like that's his bonus. But it's just the fear of this full
Exactly.
screen, or three-quarter screen.
The fear of that gigantic hitbox, the respect that it demands.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
It was playing off. It was kind of sad.
And he was doing like he wasted a lot of bar doing like it would be after back 1-2-4 or some shit like that. He'd do down one into EX push to catch like counter pokes, but it's just he didn't condition, he would just do it.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, settle down. What are you doing?
This is a big stage.
Yeah, true. Like there's always other factors, and yeah, that's very easy to forget, but it's fucking intimidating playing in those kinds of settings.
Yeah.
For sure. What else we got? Storm, the
Oh, the
Heartbreak.
match between Storm and Raptor, man. Like, goddamn, like Raptor's, what's it called? His Decatur, like his Shiryu is so clean to watch.
Dude, and he knew how to deal with all the shit. And like, yeah, the corner game was particularly interesting. How he was saying like, you know, I think Wonder Chef was saying it. Raptor was telling him how at the end of his combo he can neutral jump kick into any string and it breaks all of Decatur's armor options. So he was literally just doing that every time.
Yeah, because if you end with the machine gun punches, it gives you like Kevin found this ages ago. It's like a 15 frame safe jump.
Yep.
You just like do neutral jump kick at the peak, it touches, and after you can do whatever you want. If they armor, you armor break. If they have slow armor, otherwise you block and punish. So it's basically like get us a cryomancer like have a knockdown.
Yeah. So yeah,
It looked like Storm didn't have a clue, did he? He didn't know what to do. And it just looked like Raptor was so prepared for that matchup. He knew every instant how to tackle every point.
Again, that's the perks of having a bigger scene. You just have more matchups. Like they said it on commentary as well. Like having the bigger scene gives you more matchup experience.
Yeah.
You can be equal skills wise, but the matchup experience would go a long way.
Yeah. I mean like people give Carl shit, but a lot of the times in interviews and stuff, I think I agree with a lot of what he said. Like I was really appreciative of the fact when he was talking, you know, they were getting the US people to talk about Europe and Europe talk about US. He was like, yeah, I think there's players of comparable skill level, but the big difference is we have way more matchup experience in the US. And
than Europe.
Yeah, and that's definitely it. It's the case with us as well. It's just, I don't know. A lot of people ignore that fact and think, but yeah, I am a bit upset.
You can know stuff in theory, but actually could like to actually play it every day and understand or like to apply a theory, it's a whole different story.
Yeah. Exactly.
Like Sakron, didn't really do much.
No, he didn't this tournament, surprisingly, because he's quite a solid player.
Lost his first game to Toxin, beat Kraken, but Kraken didn't really do anything either.
No.
And then he lost to Madsen.
Like, Kraken and PL on the same level, I don't know about that. Like, poor Carl.
Alright.
I really wanted him to do well. Like, he's warmed up to me a lot. I don't know, I have a soft spot for him.
This place is sick.
Yeah. So Foxy versus George was obviously crazy. Scar vs Hart, it was the biggest blow up scene.
Yeah.
That was a quick 3-0. Dragon versus Madsen. Yeah, I mean, that was disappointing. Everyone wanted to see more of Madsen, but Madsen didn't have a very good run either.
Yeah.
Well, I guess he made top 8, but still.
They just made top 8.
Yeah. Sonic
Fox
versus
Toxin.
Toxin.
Yeah,
I
really
think
rudimentary.
that
stuff.
was like the frustrating set for me. I was like, dude,
Yeah.
you're doing so much obvious stuff. Foxy
Foxy
versus...
Raptor.
I don't remember that match, to be honest.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah. Mantis
Mantis.
versus
Bocky.
Bocky. Yeah,
Yeah.
Bocky was kind of like meh as well.
Jupe beating PL.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, Dupe knocked him out. Sacron eliminated Crathen. Hey George eliminated Storm. Yeah, then Storm's hitbox failed to function in the last round of the last game.
Yeah. But in saying that, like, he was already down like a
Yeah.
whole bunch. It didn't look like, even if it didn't malfunction, I don't think he would have been able to adjust in time.
I don't think so either, but it still sucks to see it
Yeah.
happen that way.
Yeah.
Perhaps it's
Hayate
for-
vs Hey George was like, it wasn't it wasn't a blow up, but dude, that match is so bad for Jackie. Holy shit! Like,
Oh,
because
dude, back one. Like, what did she do about it?
yeah, in the corner. Like, there's a video that came out ages ago. Like, this is like at least 6 months ago, I think.
Yeah,
You put Jackie in the corner and you just loop back one, and you honestly can't do anything about it.
it's ridiculous.
You just have to you just have to armor. Otherwise, even the armor, it's a block infinite. You have
That's
to jump. You have to guess jump or something.
And you can probably juggle off if she
Yeah.
jumps, and then you
Because
back
that
one.
one by itself is neutral, and
Yeah.
the last hit's a launcher, so that's pretty bad.
Such an insane string. How
Yeah,
fast is
dude,
back
just-
one on startup? Like 11?
11.
Yeah.
The back one, the back 1-1-2+4 mix up. It's the same mix up I run with Cryo 4-1-2-2, right?
But way better.
But it's 4 frames faster, has a shitload more range, and it's safe on block on the launcher. Cryo needs it.
Oh, pardon me. Hey
Top-
George, Dragon vs Scar.
Like, Dragon beating Scar, dude. When Dragon ran it back in Scar, it was ridiculous.
Yeah, that was ridiculous. Dragon still looks very clean when he plays.
Yeah.
Fox vs.
Scar never spent any of his bar to armor Wreckers though. Like, even though there's not much damage, just to end the momentum game.
Yeah.
Because, like, Demo doesn't really spend bar on anything anyways, besides, like, I guess the EX reload combo, where like, for the extra damage.
Yeah.
Or for EX arc kick randomly, or X-ray, but, come on, like, she doesn't really need bar in the first place, it doesn't really matter.
No, exactly.
Fox and Foxy lost 3-1
That
in the
was
first.
that was chaotic, that match, that first set. That
I
was
actually
just
can't remember how it went.
actually, to be honest, grand finals was too. But Sonic
Right.
Fox just fucking went nuts and just
Yep.
yeah, put him in
You
the
couldn't
corner.
let him breathe, eh?
No, he didn't let him breathe at all. This was like the most aggressive tournament I've seen, like
Yeah.
Fox play. I mean, Fox is always an aggressive player, but this was like next level aggressive.
Yeah.
What-
Raptor Jupe, can't remember that. Hayate Madsen. Oh, that was a heartbreaker. Because
That's
Madsen, like, he had some stuff going, but after, like, he had no idea how to deal with Blade Drop Call.
yeah,
Every time you block Blade Drop Call, it's freaking slide punished. But Madsen never did it once.
oh really?
Yeah, it's like neg. I can't remember exactly how, but it's like more than neg 10. Like Kevin used to like recite it off by heart.
Oh wow. Off
Yeah, like,
off what? Off forward 1 2 2+4.
No, as in like any blade drop in the blade call. Like if you actually block the blade call, it's super negative.
Oh shit! Sorry, you're talking about where the actual blade lifts and
Yeah.
hits him, right? Yeah. Sorry,
Yeah,
I think yeah. Okay, yeah. My
because
bad.
like Hayate was using the punish clone, he was using it to zone and stuff.
Yep.
And like Madden was blocking it, but he didn't do anything with it.
Yep.
Like I guess from certain ranges it could be safe, but I remember a few ranges where like it was the unsafe range, and still nothing happened.
Yeah.
And like Ronin got nerfed because before XL, the call based on spacing it would have 1 or 2 hits. On the second hit it was -9, so it was harder to punish. But because of how they changed now, it always only hits once a block, so it's always the high negative version.
That was just to get rid of that as well as prevent an armor breaking, right?
Yeah, but even like they didn't need that nerf. Like wasn't like the armor break wasn't that bad. It was just like
Yeah.
it's annoying, but who cares? Like you get armor broken, whatever.
Yeah.
It's Scar Raptor. Oh yeah, that was a blow up. This Raptor didn't really know how to deal with demo.
Yeah. Foxy versus Hayate, don't really remember it. But holy shit, yeah, Foxy versus Scar, and Scar almost ran her back with smoke
Uh,
of all characters.
dude. Oh, actually, wait, that was a different game. Never mind. Actually, was it? No, dude. When Scar double parried during Chip. Do you remember that?
Oh, that was sick. Yeah.
He's out of Chip territory. What's it called? Foxy wakes up roll. He parries it. He wakes up teleport. He parries that as well. It was fucking sick. And after he assumed that he was gonna actually respect the pressure point, so respect the parry. So he ran up and meated. And then Foxy just woke up again.
Admittedly, during top 8, I started playing Third Strike with Vlad, so my memories are a little less clear. But I did, once I saw the switch to smoke, I was like, yep, alright, I'll watch now.
Yeah, this Smoke was entertaining to watch.
Yeah, but again, it's like, is it, it's not really about the character, it's about not being used to fighting
Foxy not
against
knowing the character.
Exactly, it's like,
Fox versus Dragon, that was kind of a snore. Like we've seen that before.
yeah, Fox always plays Dragon. I think Fox wins before Dragon even touches the controller, because Dragon already, like, even in his, like, one of the interviews, he's like, oh, every time I play Sonic, it's just like he always knows what I'm gonna do before I do it. He's obviously mind fucked just by Fox in general. So
yeah, it's like Taz and Carl.
yeah, yeah.
This is final Foxy versus Dragon. That was close as shit. But can't actually exactly what happened. But dude, grand finals, man, that was like, even though it was like chaotic as shit, that was entertaining for me at least.
Dude, I just watched it again to get an idea of what actually happened.
Dude, the meta became so deep that Fox was always counterpoking straight out the back one too.
Yeah.
Fucking Foxy just starts letting Roll go and block.
Yeah, exactly. But the other thing that got him killed was that, like, he would block down pokes and eat the mix up. I'm sure he could armor after every down poke if he knows that a follow is coming. And then the one time Foxy decides to armor the down 3, reversal armor down 3, was that very last exchange in Sonic Fox.
He armor cancels the armor
yeah, the one time.
Yeah, well, like at that point, it's hardest read, I suppose.
Yeah, I mean, it was like kind of like a somewhat of a low risk for Fox. It's like, I'm gonna cancel this into a lower and overhead. You might decide to armor. If not, it's punishable. Whatever.
Yeah.
I've got a big life lead. I'd rather do this and be safe than eat your armor.
Man, that whole set was sick though. Like just it was legit random, but it was controlled random. Again, it was Kazunoko random.
It was fucking there was so much down 3 into something. So much.
For the longest time, I was wondering why the hell that Foxy kept doing down 1 after flip. I was like, like why do you keep going for that poke?
That's the punish, man.
Yeah, the punish. I didn't realize.
Yeah, he just did it because that was his guaranteed punish, and he got some frames. And it completely prevents the potential armor happening, which is hugely important.
But
yeah.
What else? But dude, the big moment everyone remembers is drops back 1-2, hits the 2+4. I did the math right. Because he dropped the back 1-2 and hit the 2+4, he ended up adding extra 2% to his combo, but still didn't kill. And up to that point, he chipped out every single time with teleport. And Socks being a motherfucker, up 3s.
Up 3s, yeah.
Oh my god.
That was ridiculous.
And then I do not scramble. Dude, after that scramble, on top of that, right? You see Fox drop his controller.
Oh, really?
He drops his controller. It's like, that's how intense it is. It's sick. You see him drop it. Like, he's trying to dry his hands, right? Because his palms are sweaty as shit. Mum's spaghetti, right? And then he ends up dropping it. Oh my god, like, that. Even though Alien won, it was still a 6 set.
Oh man, it was.
One thing I noticed from the whole set, like Foxy doesn't jump much, and that was kind of his downfall against.
He doesn't jump at all, basically.
Yeah, against Alien, you have to guess jump, man. Like back 3 controls too much range. Same with forward 4. You have to guess jump randomly.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
because he kept eating the zoning as well. Like in the last one, he ate like 4 extra things in a row, so he kept running straight forward into it, right?
Yeah.
I'm sure jump beats them. If you jump it like a standard projectile, you win. You have to random jump against what's it called, against Alien. And I was laughing too after, right? Like, if you eat up 3 as an anti-air, it's not that bad. Like, he gets a pounce after, who cares? Or, like, if you can do run forward 1-3 into pounce as well, which is like 23%, who gives a shit? Compared to, like, Molina roll, like 30% anti-air, who cares?
Yeah, exactly.
You have to guess jump, because, well, like, you're giving him that control, and then neutral control otherwise. Because you can't play footsies against Tail.
No,
Play foot against tail, you jump it. But like just treat it as like fucking Vega. Like you're. Who's a character with no range in SF4?
no
Got it?
character with no range in SF4.
Got it?
Who?
I don't know. Like so,
Did you say
it's
Makoto?
yeah. I'm guessing.
Yeah,
I'm still.
maybe. No.
Like
Anyway.
for anything where it's too hard to whiff punish, you jump. You treat it like a fireball and jump. And Foxy wasn't doing that. And he needs to jump more. Like force him to anti. Take the anti damage first. Can you get him off the ground game?
Yeah, it's too hard. Like the amount of times you either ran into spit or had to run in and then block and then just you run in, block spit, and then you're in back 3, forward 4 range or whatever it is.
But that's the thing. Like jump beats back 3, forward 4, and spit at the same time.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. But oh, well, like in hindsight, everything's 2020, right?
Yeah. So do we have anything else to add about ESL, Andy or anyone?
No, not really.
What do we think about with all the doom and gloom from like 2 weeks ago about how this game's trash and everyone should drop it, and the bandwagoning of everyone's depression?
Oh my god.
What do we think of the state of the game after watching ESL?
I still like it, man. Like people will say that Alien's broken, it killed the game and shit. Like it's still in its current state, the game is nowhere near as bad as Vanilla MK. Nowhere near
way.
as bad.
You.
Like Alien is fuck. I wouldn't say he's a meta breaker, but he's still like stupidly good. But compared to fucking pre-patch
If
1,
that
like,
was so
like
true,
1,
that you'd see Alien everywhere, though. You'd see like the whole majority of top 8s be Alien, but it's just like give Alien in the hands of someone like Sonic Fox, who can make any character really seem up.
Actually, no, in saying that, right? Sorry,
This is a dangerous thing. Like Sonic Fox is the ultimate mix-up player. You give a player who knows how to mix and read people well a character that can mix off every hit. He's gonna do well.
The character looks so overpowered, so people think that character broke all of a sudden.
Yeah.
But it's not might necessarily be 100% reflective of the character itself.
Yeah, during the grand finals match, right? When we were watching it, like me, Dan, Yusuf, right? We're doing a count, right? Every time Fox lands an EX flip, we would count it, right? Fox is like, I think it's like an 80% hit rate on EX flip, or 9% hit rate. It's something ridiculous like that.
Yeah.
And like EX flip, it's a full combo punishable. It's just like Fox understands when you want to press buttons. EX flip
Exactly.
full combo punishable, but starts his pressure game at the same time. But it's not something you can like completely rely on this to win your game. It's just Fox is that smart of a player, and he just knows.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know. I just think there's different characters in this game that play different ways, and you just have to treat them differently. You're not going to be able to play footsies in every matchup. You're not going to be able to do what you want in every matchup, but it's up to the player to learn how to deal with those different options. But
Exactly.
I mean, I think despite the fact that he didn't quite get that first place, I think Foxy did, and despite the fact that he didn't maybe do certain things in the matchup that would have helped,
He still played out of his mind.
he did. He still, especially blocking. He was defending really well, using the down one to punish and get his thing going. I don't know.
It's just that Sonic Fox went with a game plan, and his game plan was just not let Foxy do any of his stuff. Gave him literally no chance at all. So he just went all in.
Melina plays the controlling style, but you can't do that against Alien.
No.
But
Exactly. You can't play Melina's game in that matchup. But I don't know. Let's all also remember that Alien is how old? 3 months old.
Yeah.
Compared to the game, which is over a year now.
The 4-1-3 mix up. Seriously, you can fuzzy that. If you practice that properly, you can fuzzy the entire 4-1-3, 4-1-3-4 mix up.
Yeah.
But that's one string. Obviously, you can stagger it. He has other strings as well. But you need to put a lot of effort in to practice the defense against Alien. It's dumb, but this is the game. You need to do it. If you want to succeed, you're gonna have to do these things.
Yep.
Actually, that's one other thing I forgot what I was gonna say. Goddamn. Yeah, it'll come back to me later. Goddamn it.
All right. So moving on, why don't we get on board the Injustice hype train for for this last little segment? So,
No, actually, wait, sorry. Okay, I just remembered it. All right. Alien to this game is like what Mika is to SFI right now, where she just enforces a completely different style game.
yeah,
Like
true.
like you just said it 100 times. Like to play against Armika or to play against like the crazy Armikas, you just have to play crazy. You play. I want to say stupid, but you don't play a standard footsie game. You just have to play nuts. It's sort of the same with Alien because you
Exactly.
can't play
You
footsie
have to
system. You
jump.
just have to commit to random jump. Like
Yeah.
jumping is one of the stupidest things to do in fighting games, or it's meant to be. But against Alien, you just have to do it to make him get off those normals.
Yeah, I think MK you can jump a bit more than is encouraged in other games. Well, actually, you know
Is
what?
it really? No, no.
No,
Like
no, no.
if you
I was
jump
gonna
MK,
say
you get
no,
punished so much harder
no,
in this
no.
game.
Let me rephrase. Maybe not now. Now that everyone's or most people are anti-airing more consistently.
Yeah.
But a few months ago, when everyone's still complaining that anti-airs didn't exist and blah blah blah,
Yeah.
it was a bit easier to get away with jumping. But again,
Like
it
some
depends on the
some
character.
jumps are still stupidly strong, like Sub-Zero's jump one.
Yeah.
But for the most part, like again, like in SF, if you in SFR run, if you anti-air, you get like 10, 5-10% into a mix-up
It's just
maybe,
like less.
right?
Yeah,
Like if you anti-air jab, you get 2%,
yeah.
right? In MK, it's like the jump is strong, but if you get anti-air, you're eating a full combo still. It might be like it might not be a full damage combo, but you're still eating at least like 20%, 25%.
Mystic boys, that 35.
Oh yeah, freaking hell. But yeah, like
Off a
like
down, off a downfall.
uh,
Meatless.
Meterless.
uh, like anti-airs, they're not consistent, but like they're not 100% consistent because some normals are really strong. But when you hit the anti-air, you make it hurt.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. Oh, that's all right. Okay.
Anyways, back to Justice.
Or should we do the questions for Andy first?
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Actually, no. We'll finish with questions.
Yeah.
All right. So, how has everyone seen the footage? Are you up to date with much of the Injustice 2 stuff, Andy?
I just only watched the videos really. I haven't really had the time to read much into it, so
Oh yeah, yeah. So we've got
watch the gameplay though.
from tweets from Sonic Fox, we've learnt a few things in Perfect Legend as well. Walk speed is apparently, I mean, he says it's better that the walk speed's faster than MKX, but looking at videos, it looks comparable. It doesn't look faster, but he's the one playing it, so I'll trust him over my
Like that's the thing. It's probably not like max walk speed. I think it's talking about acceleration. Because
yeah,
in MK, acceleration it's there, but it's still like somewhat sluggish.
yeah,
If you look at Injustice right now, the way they're shipping back and forth, acceleration is super high, which was the issue with Injustice 1 as well. So
yeah,
Injustice 1,
true,
you had good walk speed once you got to max speed, but acceleration was like, freaking you might as well just
yeah.
don't even try walking.
And I guess when you don't have the run to go with your slow acceleration, it feels like shit. But
Yeah.
yeah, if they can dash and they can walk in and out, walking in and out of the range, out of ranges and stuff is the thing that I'm most concerned with being able to do. So if
Yeah.
I can do that, then I'm happy. So walk speed sounds like it's better. Apparently no like obvious easy to set up 50-50 scenarios, but
Yeah.
again,
There probably will be some, but like
exactly,
Aquaman,
yeah.
he does have a 50-50. Back 2 is over and back 1's low, but back 2 is like 25 frames, so it's like an Inferno Scorpion 50-50.
Yeah. So there's that. Again, we're only 6 characters in. I don't trust that it'll stay that way. I think there will be some
There'll
characters
be at least
with...
one crazy mix-up character.
Yeah,
sure.
exactly. Fucking Killer Frost again or some shit. I don't know.
Yeah.
We've heard about the meter burn roll, which is one of the things that I'm most interested in myself, coming from a cough background where rolls a thing. So in Injustice 2, you can, when you forward or backdash, you can meter burn the dash to roll, which gives you invincibility. I don't know if it rolls. I haven't looked too far into it. I don't know if it rolls
It's pretty
through.
far.
No, but I don't know if it rolls through the character, like through.
I've seen it happen a few times. Yeah.
It does. Okay,
I'm
so
pretty sure I can roll
that's
through them.
like cough in that sense then. But the thing with cough rolls is they're kind of slow. You can be thrown out of them. You can be. Well, actually, I'm not going to say that because I'm not 100% sure. But either way, they're good, but it's still a read. You still have to make the read with the roll.
Yeah.
But the other thing is, if you do a run into a rolling cough, which is a longer distance,
No.
you can kind of chase rolls easier because you can run in cough. I'm wondering if, depending on how big the distance of the meter burn roll is in Injustice,
It's pretty far, man.
combined with the fact that there's no run to chase them down, like you have to walk
Dash
or
is really
dash.
fast though, man.
But that's what I mean. If these rolls are fast and they recover relatively fast, a dash might be too slow to catch it and punish them for
Yeah.
it. But
Yeah,
it
true.
depends. It depends. I'm sure it's
Again,
gonna
this is like still like what? The game day 0 of the
day
game. So,
minus 156 or some shit.
yeah.
Yeah.
All
So,
this is gonna change in a
yeah.
year's time.
Yeah. So I'm very interested to see how meter burn roll is gonna work. I'm wondering if you're gonna be able to use it like cough, where you can meter burn roll off a hit, like you're in hit stun, and you can, like you would a push block, but you,
All right. Oh, block stun, you mean?
yeah, while in block stun user. I'm guessing not, because you have to input a dash, and that would be
Yeah.
clunky as shit.
Yeah.
But it could be at least interesting as a method to maybe get out of the
I
corner.
think wake up back roll might be a thing, because you can still wake up backdash. So I suppose you can wake up backdash in the roll.
Yeah, true.
Actually, I'm interested in seeing if backdashes still have invincibility in this game.
Oh yeah, true.
Unless you can reversal or wake up forward dash now, but that would be kind of weird. Oh yeah, air roll out of combos, the air teching. So I was reading into this before we started the podcast, right? Dude, air teching sounds like Smash right now, because when you're in a combo, you can spend bar to air tech, right? But you can air tech backwards, forwards, or upwards. And
Okay.
if you read it, you can punish it. So it feels like a pseudo breaker system where
Yeah.
like if they hard read how you're teching, they'll reset the combo and punish you. But you need to make a read. So it's like Smash where like I guess you have to read the recovery to punish it.
Okay, that's interesting. Hang on, so are you saying when you punish them when they land, or while they're in the air?
I'm guessing you can re-juggle them because I've seen if you've seen the videos, there's a few times where I think it's like Grodd, so he tries to air tech backwards and then Aquaman finishes his from the deep and then recaptures him for a combo.
Interesting. It's kind of cool.
Yeah, so like it'll introduce like an inbuilt breaker system. It might, because it costs bar, it probably won't be as prevalent as like KI breaker system.
Yeah.
But it probably will play a factor. Like so, let's say you're in death territory, so you still have that. You spent clash, so you gotta make that one last raid, which is pretty cool. It's like I guess it lessens the damage on combos, but if you make the raid, you're risking more damage overall.
Yeah.
And obviously
It's
you need
such a
bar.
different mech compared to like the first Injustice, Like I think it's going to
Yeah.
change the whole meta and gameplay.
Yeah, the game
Altogether.
feels like because of the nature of all this, the game's gonna be super neutral heavy, man. Like,
I'm so excited. You
no
know what?
50
Yeah,
50s,
that's
air tech rolling, so it's not just like take your damage and go. So once you get that touch, again, I guess it'll probably be momentum based because you have the option of escaping,
Yeah.
and like you can be reset. That's lack of 50-50 is good walk speed. The new movement options. This game's gonna be sick. Oh,
think
also,
it's gonna be so
really good
different.
anti-airs apparently.
That's an exciting prospect as well. The thing
I
that,
saw the Sonic Fox boat, like Street Fighter with strings or something like that.
yeah, I
Yeah.
saw it make that comparison.
Yeah, Nick, go.
I was gonna say oh shit, now I've forgotten. Oh yeah. The thing that struck me as most surprising while I watched the footage is that I'm like, you know what? It's gonna be really, really a lot less stressful not having to worry about run.
All right, yeah.
I've forgotten what it's like not having to fucking worry about the fact that someone
Do you
can.
think the zoning will be stronger? Like,
I think so.
obviously,
I think it'll
Yeah,
be back to
Yeah.
like standard fighting game zoning, I think.
Yeah.
Hopefully
Still.
Superman and Supergirl zoning isn't too annoying to get around. But
If you
there's
look,
better walk speeds and stuff.
Supergirl zoning, like it relies on trait, as in like every time she shoots a laser, it depletes.
Really?
Yeah, like that's the first thing Rami noticed.
How
Trust
does-
Rami to notice that.
How does her trait work?
Looks like she has a trait, but like it's just a bar. Every time she fired a laser, it depletes part of the bar.
I thought it went up. I thought it increased, and then when it filled, she had that like where she like
The Kryptonian rage, which gives blue arms and shit.
yeah.
Yeah, but well, it's going to Rami, and when I saw the video, that did happen. Every time she shot a laser, it decreased. And when she did the punch walk laser,
Yeah.
it depleted the whole bar.
Okay. I'm gonna go back and have a look after this. I might go watch some Injustice videos. But oh man, the game just looks beautiful.
Fucking
Like
amazing.
one of my biggest gripes with the first game is I thought it looked dull and nothing
Yeah.
the stages didn't interest me.
It was
I
just
don't know.
it's the DC color palette before. It was just
Yeah.
the drab tones, grays, dark blues, all that shit.
Yeah.
And this is
It's
colorful as
very bright.
shit.
It looks amazing, and I'm so happy for it, honestly.
What about the super animations? How sick did it look?
They look good, and
But-
apparently a lot of them have been slowed down, so that's, I mean, sped up in comparison to Injustice 1, which is
Yeah,
nice.
like the transitions are so much faster.
Yeah,
Transitions used to take a good maybe 10, 15 seconds before.
yeah.
Actually went back, let's say 20. And now they take about 10 seconds, which is fucking good. It's just like in and out. Because with Injustice 1, people didn't like the transitions, but because of how momentum heavy that game was, god damn, you needed that to take to break the momentum and recollect your thoughts.
They are good like that,
Yeah.
aren't they?
Oh yeah, actually, I forgot about
It's
that.
how much detail
yeah,
they
sorry?
put in as well with the transitions. Like you remember in Injustice 1, for example, the one with the train, they'll just go through it, but you wouldn't actually, you'll just see them
Yeah,
passing through it, but you won't see the inside of the train. Like
Yeah,
in
they
these
modeled everything now.
Injustice 2, it looks so detailed. It's sick.
Yeah, actually, Josh brought up a good thing. Yeah, what are your thoughts on the inclusion of toasty-esque inputs to supers?
Before you keep talking, when I saw this happen and Boone say something,
Yeah.
like, because I think Dustin
Diggory?
was, yeah, he was like, oh, she did her super, and then at the end there's an extra hit, and she did a bit more damage, and Boone kind of like stuttered around, and I thought he didn't know how to answer it, and I was like, did he just make something up about it? Because I thought the hit Dustin was talking about was just literally the last part of the super animation. I didn't know if it was like something, so I really didn't trust Boone when he
Alright.
started saying this. I was like, you're just making shit up. But then if it is a thing where like there's hidden inputs to get extra damage,
That'd be cool.
but it's cool for the first week, and then everyone finds it, and then it's just every time I do a super, I have to input this to get max damage.
Yeah, but I reckon it's just keep it because supers in the current state of or supers in NRS games in general have been pretty shitty, man.
Yeah.
I guess having a high damage super because of an extra input, it'll give you a reason to use super outside of unclashable damage.
I guess it's kind of like UMVC3, where you just
Yeah,
mash the
buttons.
buttons to
Yeah.
to do more damage. Yeah. It
Um,
depends. Hopefully it's not too significant,
Yeah.
the damage increase, because otherwise it's kind of silly. But I guess at the same time it incentivizes supers a little bit more.
Yeah.
Which is always good, because you're spending a lot of bar, you want it to be worth it.
Yeah, okay, Josh has 3 supers. Alright, Devora, fair enough, because she doesn't spend bar on anything besides EX, grenade. And her super's plus a block. Jackie, what do you even spend bar on for Jackie, besides wake-ups? Sonya, again, she doesn't spend bar. But for the most part, Josh, most supers are shitty.
No, I think one has the best super in the game.
Because it's your only armor move, or your most usable armor move.
It's fucking high too. Why is it a high? You spend 3 bars for a high projectile that's slow. It's so bad. It's so bad.
Batgirl, Wonder Woman, Superman. Yeah, I guess so. Superman, yeah, because it's fucking 5 frames.
And it
Wonder
doesn't-
Woman, again, Wonder Woman never spent bar. She never needed to spend bar on anything. Oh yeah, Kitana's was good. You had the 50-50 with it. Batgirl, yeah, I suppose is unclashable, but why would you spend 4 bars on a 30% super or 40% super when you can do 1 bar 50% in the corner?
It looks like Superman Super's not really any slower either. It's gonna be a ridiculous whiff punish.
Oh, the thing I like it is the super flashes. They animate the camera zoom in now. It looks fucking sick.
Oh, I don't even know. I'll see when I watch it again, I'm sure.
The return of 4-2-3 breath. No.
4-2's a high. 4-2's a high now.
It's not as bad. Not as
That's
bad.
so sick.
That's
60%. Yes, thank you, Josh. Actually, what's the other thing? Josh brought up another thing. It was there's no 50-50s right now because, the characters that are in the game don't have 50-50s. Yeah, Batman, Superman, and Aquaman weren't 50-50 characters by any
Yeah,
means.
yeah. I agree with Josh. I think it will happen. I think it's
Yeah.
inevitable, because I think the 50-50 is kind of, to be honest, not a bad way to empower fresh players.
Yeah.
It's if you don't know how to get offense, here's a way to do some damage and feel like you're doing good things.
Yeah.
It's
If they do
actually,
have 50-50s, man, they need to make it low damage shit. No, no crime adds to 48% bullshit.
if there's 50, the idea of a 50-50 in a game like this, for me, it's either there should be, a fuzzyable gap or they should have like distinct. There should be no 50-50s where both the overhead and lower option cover the same distance on the screen.
Like, even if they do have that, just make the thing full combo punchable for both options.
Oh yeah, true. Yeah, that too.
So if you don't play the coin flip style, you won't you won't win consistently.
There was an Injustice related question. Blake asked me, where is it? Yeah, okay, and I was going to bring this up anyway. So in terms of Injustice 2, which characters is looking forward to, and which characters do you hope will be in there? And we'll start with you, Andy.
Ares.
Ares, that's it.
But I don't think he'll make it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I think well, obviously the talks are what is going to be the biggest roster. So
Yeah.
we just have to. I'll just wait and see. Really.
I reckon like at least half or slightly more than half the original cast will be in.
Just give me Joker, please.
Yeah.
Based on what we've seen that they've done with Batman and Superman and that, it's like it looks like it'd be not that much effort to get a lot of the old cast in for them.
Yeah. It being a legacy game should be slightly more balanced, so it should be good.
That's that's the most exciting. Like people say, "Oh my God, they ripped all of the moves straight from the old game," but it's like at the same time, you're giving them a chance to finally. This is MK9 to MKX was not learning from their mistakes. This was a completely different game. It was not.
Yeah.
But this is the first chance NRS are having at making a competitive game based on an engine that they've already worked with, just modifying it and learning from their mistakes properly.
I would say that, like, they still learn from the mistakes.
Oh no, they learn from their mistakes,
Yeah.
but it's like you learn from your
You're
mistakes.
taking more risks,
Exactly. You're taking more risks trying to adapt it to a new game and whatnot.
You're just like trying new ideas and just hope it works and change as we go. But again, like, the big issue with NRS games is the thing that turns everyone off is the fact that it changes too much, like from release to the end.
Yep.
So I guess with this model, it shouldn't change too much. Like, obviously you'll have your hotfixes here and there,
Yeah.
but hopefully it is more or less balanced in the release state.
God, I hope so. Because like that's the big thing. I don't want people to drop off again because there's a 1 month, 2 month, 3 month, 3.5 month, and 6 month patch. It's like.
Hopefully they listen to this song.
What's good? Like, I'm not sure if you guys saw, but there are two new hit states. The game actually has counter hits now.
Oh really?
Yeah, the game has counter hits.
Before we get into that, I don't think you even heard my question. We were talking about characters we're hoping for. We know you want Joker, but is there anyone else?
Red Hood.
Red Hood? Actually, that'd be pretty sick. Yeah. Is Red Hood meant to be Robin, or are there multiple entities for Red Hood?
Red Hood is the second Robin. It's Jason Todd, the one who got killed by Joker.
Oh, okay. Fair enough. Me, I want Shazam, obviously.
Yep.
Gorilla Grodd actually looks hella fun.
Yeah.
And when you see, have you seen it? Just the way he moves is sick, and his backdash and forward dash look pretty damn fast. And
Dude, they're ridiculously fast.
It's so good. It's so good. I just love, like, it looks amazing too. He does the gorilla climb around on the ground.
The Tarzan walk.
It's so good. Like, I'm actually really keen to mess around with Gorilla Grodd, and his normals look like they got decent range as well. So, yeah, Grodd, Shazam. I wouldn't mind. I got my fingers crossed that they're gonna meld original Raven with Mystic.
Oh wow!
Like maybe they'll like do a bit of a fusion. I wouldn't mind messing with Raven again because I did enjoy her. Actually, yeah, her trait stuff was really fun in the original game.
Yeah, the 0 on block pillars.
Yeah, so good.
That auto hit confirmed into a full combo.
Was it PPJ that played Raven?
No, he played Hulk.
Ducky played Raven, was it?
Yeah, he was the best Raven by far.
Yeah, man, you're making me want to go watch Old Injustice. I'm gonna be going to bed late tonight. So yeah, apart from that, I don't really know much about DC, so I don't have any like real character requests.
Injustice is what got me into DC, man. Like I've got like all these comic books now because of Injustice and shit. Yeah. Bloody Warner Brothers, they got what they wanted.
So yeah, I'd say Grodd and Shazam are the big two for me right now. But Shazam being.
But to be honest, I'm just looking forward to like just new characters in general.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Or add more to the roster from the first one.
So let's quickly talk about these kind of hit states you were mentioning.
Yeah. Obviously we don't know too much about it, right? But if you see in the gameplay, whenever there were counter hit states. If you get hit during startup, you get hit by it's a counter hit. I couldn't tell if he dialed in properly, but it looks like he doesn't jump in two. He counter hits the normal, the anti, but the anti is too late. and then he lands and then confirms into the normal after.
Yeah, okay.
So
So
I guess count it allow linking now or something. I'm
I
not.
want,
I'm not determined.
yeah, I'm curious how much hit stun they'll give us, because you know it can be kind of tight to hit confirm counter hits in Street Fighter, but I could imagine
Yeah.
NRS making that counter hit state a little bit longer.
Yeah, and they also have a stake called what, critical hit or something. Critical. I'm not sure what it is, but actually I got no idea what the hell it is. But I saw it come up, so we get more info on that later.
Yeah, fair enough. The other thing I wanted to talk about, what do you guys think of all the other stuff?
The gears.
Let's
Gear.
forget about the fact that we're competitive players.
Yeah.
What are you looking forward to? Because like I don't know, I look at Injustice 2 and I'm like, this seems fun. Like I would want to play this as a casual player as much as I would a competitive player. Like I like collecting shit. I like
Yeah, I know, right?
I like the
Like,
idea of
I'll be hoarding shit. I'll just be like grinding like single player mode that actually unlocks stuff.
yeah, like I would be happy. Like I want to be able to play that gimmick mode where I level up a character. You know what I look forward to the most? The thing that I look forward to the most, maybe not the most, but if there's like a ranked mode where, you play your character against someone else's character, you could get matched up against someone who's like heaps higher level than you, do much more damage and all that shit. The
And then you body them.
satisfaction, yeah, exactly. The satisfaction of bodying a shit player with a really good character with your like level 1 means like I don't know, that just really oh, it's gonna be fun. Like it'll be like another challenge. Like it could improve your own game. Like it could be a way to improve your own gameplay because you're playing smarter and more carefully because you can't get hit, because if you get hit you die.
Yeah.
So you learn how to
It's
condition
basically
it.
test your luck.
Yeah, oh man. I'm actually excited for this as a single player game as much as a competitive fighter.
Yeah.
I trust that they're
Do you
gonna
think they'll have a mode for that though, for where you can have a versus mode or have it online or something at least?
Oh,
Yeah, I reckon
100%.
when you do matchmaking, you'll be like, you got, I don't know, like tournament mode or whatever.
Yeah, 100%
Yeah.
the dominant mode that they would be trying to do is matchmaking where you have your levels and your characters and your gear and chat. That's their priority, I'm certain of it.
Yeah, for the casual market.
it's-
The competitive market is like what, 5%?
Yeah, it's whether they put in like a ranked mode for vanilla Injustice 2, I suppose. Like they might do. Like if they don't, it's just torture. But they'll have like a player match mode or rooms where we can select to do without gear, so we can play our vanilla game and learn how to play the game properly. Blah blah blah. But I think their focus is going to be on the game plus all the gear. That's going to be the ideal model.
I'm seriously hoping that there's presets for tournament mode. There's a preset variations, like where they have gear presets that like form variations basically.
Yeah, that'd be interesting. Just thought about another interesting point that I was going to bring up at some point. I had an interesting discussion about just esports in general with a mate of mine a while back, and he was talking about Dota or LoL, one of the two, and how one of the ways that they would support scenes is just give out digital currency or give out microtransactions as prizes, because it's literally no cost to the company at all. All they have to do is say, all right, we'll give, top 8 a skin or whatever. Like that could be a really interesting way if NRS decides to implement, gear in this way where they're like, oh, we could actually put this up for prizes. We could have limited edition gear pieces, for example, that might be cosmetically different, but
Hey, that'd be sick, actually.
but
Holy
as
shit.
stats
Like-
identical to pieces that you can collect. And it's like if you come to our event and you make top 8, you're gonna get this special fucking
Like-
Batman chess piece that you can't get anywhere else.
Dude, that would be insane. It's like shiny Pokemon.
Or
but
even or even just we're gonna give you access if you win to these armor pieces that are already in the game but are hard to get. Like that's such a possibly exciting way that they could expand a lot of smaller communities at no extra cost to them, because they don't have to put up money or anything like that. They just need to say, we'll give you the code to download some stuff.
Yeah.
Like if
Give me Cold
it's
Steel
pretty
Joker.
Cold Steel Joker. Oh man.
Yeah, it'll be a pretty smart sort of marketing strategy as well.
Like they could
Get
have.
them all out there, get more gamers.
I think it's a model that, it sounds like Ed Boon wants to get on top of first, but yeah, imagine if MK if they just had a focus on, we're going to give every character a shitload of skins.
Yeah.
And yeah, you could say, I'm going to make Cold Steel Scorpion a prize for this tournament. We'll give out some codes. Like, it's such an easy thing. But yeah, that would be a
That'd be
very
insane.
insane and sick
Dude, I'm
model.
using my PS4 is always on the stream setup, right? I'm using my freaking my I don't know, my specialized Joker.
Oh, it's going to be so good. I'm really excited. I mean, I still like MK obviously, but it's hard to not get hyped for Injustice 2.
Yeah. Actually, in saying that, man, like, imagine this, right? Like, when you win ESL, like, Fox has like, like, let's say, who the hell is it? Like a Power Girl freaking chess player that says ESL champion,
Yeah, I met
ESL season 1 champion or something,
get the furry hat for his
Oh my god.
like
No.
this is shit that they can do, and if they're modeling Injustice 2 to be this game where it can last, I shouldn't say this because they're not gonna, because they can just make more games more frequently and make more money. But it's a model that I think could be potentially very, very beneficial. Both in terms of a lot of things, in terms of drawing people into the game, in terms of supporting the competitive scene, and the most important thing, in terms of keeping the semi-casual players who want to get or incentivizing for the semi-competitive players who are just getting into the scene to stick around and continue playing. It just, I don't know. There's a lot of potential with Injustice 2.
Hopefully more than more lifespan than 2 years.
Sorry? Yeah, hopefully.
Hopefully it'll last than the general NRS sort of game.
Yeah, it's just a bit dangerous how early they announce it, because now, even though it's a year away, people are already like, all right, I don't need to play MK anymore because Injustice 2 is coming. It's like, dude,
Exactly.
what are you going to play for the next year?
It's the nature of the NRS community. Like, like we're not anime, but it's the same like the same. What do you say? What do you call it? The same mindset, I suppose. Where once a new anime game comes out, even though they're from a completely different series, they often drop the old game and move to the new game and stuff.
Yeah. So we're going to make sure we continue to
keep pushing MK.
Yeah, exactly. Because it is still obviously a very fun game.
Yeah, man.
Definitely still have MKX setups even when Injustice 2 drops.
Yeah.
Like, seriously, I reckon by the time Injustice 2 comes out, I want to run at least run at 10 setups. That's way too much. Like, let's say 8 setups.
Yeah.
So run four MKX, 4 Injustice 2. That should be enough to sustain everyone.
Should be sweet. So let's finish off. Let's do these questions for Andy, and then let's wrap things up because we're almost approaching that 2-hour mark.
Alright.
And I want to selfishly watch some Injustice videos before then.
Actually, me too.
Oh no, I had Andy's questions up, but now they're gone. No, they're not there. Oh no, what have I done? Ruined everything. Okay, let me find. Oh no, I didn't. It's right here. I'm stupid. Okay, so let's have a look. Tasman asks, Andy, is there any reason you've strictly stuck to Vicious Veritor and not branched out to other variations? Do you think it's the best one, or do you enjoy it more than the others?
I think the general consensus is that Ruthless is apparently meant to be the strongest variation out of the 3.
The strongest or weakest?
Ruthless.
Strongest.
Oh, Ruthless,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Ruthless is strongest, and then followed closely, not too far behind, is Lucky. Because Ruthless has pretty much all of what Vicious has, except for boss toss.
Yeah.
And then he's got pain and gain cancels and all that. So, but why I specifically like Vicious is because it sort of fits my playstyle more. I don't have to really go in as such. I can chip people's life. I can take people's life away slowly by doing boss tosses or favorite tosses of ball goals, and then once they get in, then I can go into the back 1-2-1 into the 50-50 games as well. So I like Vicious simply because it just I like the playstyle, and it fits my playstyle better than because I'm not really a run us cancel sort of player, so I don't like the cancel characters myself. So yeah.
What because this is the thing that I have a hard time understanding. Because for me, right, like if I have to choose between vicious and ruthless, the big thing, yeah, pain and gain's good, but the big thing for me is like I just love having access to the larger range, faster command grab. Because I think
Yeah,
vicious's command grab's like absolute.
that's another thing as well. The command grabs are much better in what am I talking about? In ruthless.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
that's
what?
the thing.
So all that leaves is boss loss. Boss loss is the only reason to pick vicious over ruthless. What does boss toss necessarily cover that the overhead toss can't?
What in terms of spacing or
Yeah, like
in,
in terms, I feel like full when you're using it to zone or counter zone, I feel like realistically it should cover the same options as boss toss. But obviously you know the two moves much better than I do.
yeah, well, the boss toss is the just normal boss tosses. Think what does I can't remember. It does good damage,
I think it's
and
like
it's
16.
obviously 16%. That's right, and it's obviously unbreakable as well. So I really like that fact too. And then now that since the buffs with the patch and all, it increased the damage a lot higher as well. So.
Yeah.
Um, Apart from that, it's good to. I like using it to catch backdashes as well, because people tend to backdash
True.
quite a
Yeah.
lot of breakups.
Yeah.
You can catch them with that, and that's pretty much it, really.
Okay. I mean, yeah, I suppose like what's overhead toss? Probably half that damage, like 7% or something.
Overhead toss is actually 10%, so
10? Oh
it does
shit.
good damage.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay, well, yeah. I mean,
and all
6%.
go below is like 9%.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
yeah,
All right.
good, decent damage for his projectiles.
Albert has kind of a peculiar question. If you could choose between a healthy high-level scene in Canberra or moving to Sydney, which suburb would you live in and why?
I actually used to live in Sydney. I lived in Sydney before I moved to Canberra,
Yeah.
but it was a while ago. I lived in northern Sydney, in DY.
Oh yeah.
But I still have relatives in Sydney, so and obviously I've been to Sydney many times, so it's sort of been it's sort of always been like my second home anyway.
Yeah.
Um, which suburb I would live in? I'd probably
That's
probably around the same area, I suppose. I really like the northern sort of side of Sydney.
Yeah.
Well, it would be quite a, quite a distance away from YSVs, I suppose, but it would be only once a month anyway.
Yeah.
It still
If I
beats
had
driving from Canberra.
Yeah, exactly. It's not like a three and a half hour drive. But if I had to choose, there is a sort of small fighting FGC here in Canberra, but they're more Street Fighter
Small Street Fighter,
dedicated
yeah.
players.
Yeah.
So it would be nice to have actually a small MKX scene here, to be honest. I I never really made the effort to sort of do the research myself. I've attended those events in Canberra a couple of times, and talked to a few players out there, and but they're more like casuals really,
Yeah.
rather wanting to play MKX on a competitive level. So
It's hard when
uh,
you don't have like it's if you have like one or two other people at that similar level and then a bunch of casuals, it's easier. But,
exactly,
but if you have
exactly.
if you have just you and a bunch of casuals, it's really hard.
Yeah, and then that's what it is. They're
Yeah.
well more for MKX really, but they're more competitive side for Street Fighter. So
Yeah. Yeah.
it would be nice actually to be heavy, and then we could even do like a state war with ACT
Yeah.
as well
That'd be
included.
sick. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
so that's why I've sort of resorted to playing online quite a lot, just
Yeah.
because that's the only way I get to play MKX with other players. To be
Yeah.
honest, through online. If not, go to YSV's or Aaron's house for casuals.
Yeah.
So
All right. Just looking through some of these questions. It's a lot of random but hilarious shit. Like on a scale of 0 to Jamal's facial hairline, where does Jacob's beard rank? Or how safe is Safe Gin? Or Andy, who's the creepiest person you've ever had stand in your doorway and watch everyone sleep? I'm guessing this
well,
happened during the Canberra trip.
Yep. That was a Mr. James D. Had to be James, right? Come on, who else would do that?
Wombat D. Um,
Yeah.
and James asks, who your favorite DDPC member is?
This is gonna break friendships.
I can't say it, but yeah. While we're on that subject, I gotta go to the guys will kill me if I don't do a shout out to the DTPC thing. So yeah, shout out to the DTPC thing.
Oh man. Okay, that looks like it's actually all the questions. So let's I think we need to wrap things up because it's getting
Uh,
quite late.
the one last thing. Blake was begging for this, right?
Yeah.
So for everyone listening to this, right, can everyone please go on Twitter and retweet Blake's tweet asking
Oh my
for
God, no, don't, no, 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 no.
Right, Blake,
We're
I
not,
tried.
we're not doing this. I like to see.
Blake, I tried, alright. You heard me get halfway, okay?
Forget we mentioned anything. All right, so
Blake literally just sends me a message on Facebook just then saying shout out.
you're wrecked. All right, well, let's wrap things up. Thanks very, very much for coming on and having a chat with Ghost Police. It's been a pleasure having you on and learning
Wait,
about you.
Jacob, read the stream chat. Read the stream chat.
Scam Joy's back.
Please swipe your credit card here.
Oh, so satisfying. Sorry, as you were saying,
Jacob's killing himself.
as you were saying, Andy.
Just yeah, thanks for having me. Enjoyed it.
No worries, and we can find you on Twitter now, right? I think it's at the Ghost Police.
I
The
don't even know what it is.
yeah. I just saw it
And
there.
to be honest, I wouldn't even bother. I'm not very active at all. I just only created for that time. We're doing that whole hashtag was for MKX ESL thing.
Well,
So,
if you'd ever like to see some sweet retweets, everyone, go to at @the_Ghost Police. And obviously you can find me at Nuovo_Cabjoy and AU just Nuovo_Gilbagz. Gilbagz? Yep.
Yep.
Just like I've written in the text.
Blake, I'm messaging him over.
Text on the Aaron's display webcam feed. So thanks very, very much for listening, guys. I'm not sure when I'll get a chance to put this up for YouTube. Probably not until the weekend. So we'll see what happens. I'm gonna have to do some editing and put those parts together. But thanks again for coming on, Ghost Police. I hope everyone enjoyed the show, and we'll catch you guys in the next episode.
See you guys.
Bye-bye.
see you guys. Bye.